guys, how you doing? Hope all is well your way. Thank you so much for joining us and taking some time. We are Vacay Mode Travels. That is Sarah. I am Alden. We have a great topic today. Let's say you're getting ready for a destination wedding and you're ready to start packing. How do you get your items from point A to point B? Are you shipping those items to Mexico, or are you going to be carrying on those items? We're going to go through some of the pros and cons of each and break that down for you.
And specifically, we're talking about wedding decor. One of the most common questions we get from destination wedding couples getting ready to head out for their special day is, I want to personalize some of the wedding decor. Maybe you've made some kind of cute little place card, you have menus, you have centerpieces,
welcome
or
bags.
Any type of special touches that you're looking to add into your special day. You want to bring those with you, and you're trying to figure out the best way to do it. And today we're going to be focusing more on Mexico specifically, since that's our specialty. But we do want to talk about the difference of shipping those items and carrying them with you in a bag, because there are some things you want to know when you're doing this.
Yes, and when looking at both of these, is there a right answer? No, there's pros and cons to each, and that's what we want to look at. So first option, can you ship your wedding items to Mexico? You definitely can, and it sounds very easy. We get it. It's less that you have to travel with. There's going to be less baggage fees that you're going to have if you ship things, and there's also less risk for things to get damaged during that travel, especially if you think you're going to ship it directly to the resort.
I was going to say, or the common thing we hear is, I'm going to buy this on Etsy and just ship it right to the resort.
Yeah, we get why you would do that, but again, it's very risky for us that have lived here. It's just, you're so dependent on a third party from getting it there from point A to point B in one piece, and also timely. So again, some of the downsides are you're going to be relying on that shipping company to make sure that it arrives. There also might be some complications you run into in customs if it gets snagged for any reason. Think about that. If it gets snagged, it's already going to be delayed, and how much of a timeline do you have one way or another to make sure that it gets there on time? Also, the resort may not accept items either altogether, or they only accept it a week prior. And that's a very tight window to try to ship something in that time frame.
For anyone that's lived in Mexico, trying to time a delivery to a specific day, Mexico time is a real thing, and I promise you that will be the hardest part if you decide to ship something.
Just to give you an example, and again, I don't want to dog them much, but we've had some Christmas cards arrive around Easter time, just to give you an idea of the time.
Or things that have never arrived.
Or still have never made it. So if you are going to ship items, definitely protect yourself. If you can ship early, do that. Make sure everything is labeled clearly, where it's coming from, what is in it. Make sure you're using reputable carriers. Do some due diligence on those that are delivering it within the Mexico side of things. Ensure everything, especially if there's a good amount of value into the items that you're shipping. And also notify the resort that, hey, I have a package on the way. I want to give you a heads up so you can expect a delivery.
And even give them the tracking number.
Yeah.
So option number 2 is bringing items with you. And this is our preferred method just because it allows a little bit more control over the situation. There's more you can do on your end to make that an easier process. So the upside of carrying items is you stay in full control. You know where everything is at all times. You know how it's being handled. There's no shipping delays or custom surprises. And it's easier to get it through customs because you can actually explain what it is and what it is for. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Some of the downsides of carrying items are baggage restrictions. So you will be held to the size of the bag, the weight of the bag, and if you're paying extra fees for checked baggage, that can add up. One of our favorite tips used to be go with Southwest. They offer free bags, but now they've changed their policy. So we don't have that option anymore. But with credit card points, a lot of people are able to get free checked bags or reduced checked bags.
Yes.
Bulky items can also become a hassle if you have really large decor or you're trying to bring like floral pieces. That can be more challenging in checked bag or in luggage. So that's something you would want to consider. And potential customs taxes. You are subject to taxes when you are bringing items into Mexico. Now, there are some tips we're going to give you around that. Some tips for traveling with your decor: spread it out. Don't have more than 2 bags per person, and don't come through the airport in a bride shirt and you're all the stuff on. It's just you bring huge awareness to yourself, and if you can spread those items out between family members a little bit more, it's going to be easier, it's going to be quicker to get through customs. Use really good packing materials. You want to make sure that everything is bubble wrapped, protected so it doesn't break during transit. Weigh the bags at home to avoid surprises. Anyone, if you've been around for a beat, you know I love my little portable luggage scale. That thing comes in handy so much, especially for things like wedding decor.
Yep. Make sure you have documentation of all the items that you are bringing. The biggest thing that they're trying to avoid at the airport is they want to make sure you aren't bringing items and reselling them. And which again takes a slice away from the economy in Mexico. So they want to know what the purpose of all these items are for. If you have a nice, clear, documented list of what you're bringing, if you have receipts, photos, total value, they're going to see that you're prepared. Yeah, what the purpose. Obviously, let them know that there's a wedding involved. They're going to be a lot more. They're going to use a lot more discretion on letting you get on your way.
Another thing you can do too is have your items personalized. If they're personalized, they come across more like gifts versus things that could be resold. Also, clip any of the tags away. So if you have things with tags on it, again, remove those tags. That is going to help. But documentation is really the name of the game here. Have a clear spreadsheet of all of the items you're bringing in. Like Elton said, what they're for, the value, and preferably print that list in Spanish and in English. If you hand that over to them, either you're going to get through a lot quicker, you may still be subject to taxes, but they're not going to be sitting there, rifling through every single little piece. So It'll save you a lot of time.
Yes. If you are interested, we actually have a nice page in our wedding guide that goes over how to get items from point A to point B. If you are interested in that, comment. What do we want to have the comment be?
Yeah, comment wedding decor, and we will send you that one page of our 100+ page wedding guide that we give all of our destination wedding couples just to help them navigate situations like this with ease.
We just need your email.
Yes, just send us your email so we know where to send it. But if you are planning a destination wedding and you are looking for step-by-step guidance through the entire process, schedule a complimentary consultation with us. We'd love to get to know you better and walk you through all of these conversations individually.
Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and we will talk soon. Safe travels.